All right, y'all, so I'm finishing up a workout, but I wanted to chat really quickly because this conversation continues to come up, especially going into the new year. It's the conversation of personal training is too much or personal training costs too much. But I want to put something in perspective for everyone. Let's just say you go out with your friends, you go to a bar, go to a lounge, go out to dinner or whatever like that. You're guaranteed to spend about maybe $30 to $40. Let's just say you get alcohol or something on top of that. That's about $60, correct? So $60, you go out every weekend, 4 times in a month every weekend. Let's just say on average you're spending about $500 a month going out, eating bad. But then you come back and tell me, Lillian, I want to get in shape, I want to do this, I want to do that, but personal training costs too much. You don't say that eating out or living a lifestyle that you're living right now costs too much, because you're only seeing instant gratification compared to delayed gratification. So let's get into it. With instant gratification and delayed gratification is you putting something towards something else to get the end goal. But instant gratification is like, oh, I can do this right now and I can get that feel good dopamine boost. But let's just say you're investing. You know, the more money you put into a savings account, a high yield savings account, it compounds, right? That means you get more money in the long run. That means the more you stay consistent with putting that money in that account, the more money you'll have in the end, right? But I think a lot of people look at fitness and personal training and like, oh, I got to continue to do this. I got to continue to just put in effort. Y'all are so stuck on instant gratification that you're not familiar or you don't know delayed gratification. That's why you can't never reach any of your goals. That's why you can't stay consistent, because you're so used to that instant dopamine boost, that instant gratification, that you just cut it out. Like, a lot of people's New Year's resolution end by March. But like I said, the instant gratification of going out every weekend, saying like, okay, I'm gonna go out with friends, I'm gonna go out with family, you know, you're spending again about $100 to $110 a week going out. But then you're telling me personal training is too much by putting in $35 or $60 for training at least 2 to 3 times a week. It doesn't make sense. But until y'all get over that instant gratification and be willing to compound that interest, put in that 1% daily or 1% every time you come train, then you won't ever reach your goals. It's all up to y'all. It's all about what y'all want to do in this new year. But always remember, it's Lillian's Fitness. Let's get you to your goals.